with the captain's armband for Canada. Out they come then, Canada in red against the black and white of Fiji. Abigastaitis still with me here. Interesting one, this one, and Fiji, as he said, scoring loads of tries, playing some brilliant rugby. Canada have been improving steadily though.
Fijiana play such an electric style of rugby, the flair that we expect to see from them, whereas Canada, a much more conservative squad. They run straight forward, however they fight so hard for one another, and there's a lot of heart out there.
Certainly is. This is the first meeting at a Rugby World Cup between the sides. They've had 2 meetings on the 7 series so far this season. Both of them have been very close though. Fiji had a 2-point win back in Dubai last December, and Canada were 7-point winners in their home tournament in Langford. This is Cisco Lopez, the referee from the United States of America. So nothing between the teams in the last 2 meetings.
Could be anyone's game. We'll see the bounce of the ball for Fiji.
So we're underway then. 5th place up for grabs in the Women's World Cup in Cape Town. Comes back for the first time on the Fiji side. Going to try and move this ball wide. First touch for Nangothi. Tries to go around Dekouvreur. Not an easy thing to do. And the penalty, Fiji, quick tap again, looking to use this one as quickly as possible. Trying to keep their depth every time they run the ball. Nice hands from Donu, gives it back inside the 22. It's going to be yet another one for Aluni Sao. Touching down. She is in form today, I can tell you.
Aluni Sao scoring tries for fun for this Fiji side. Great work up the middle. They break Canada, but the support from Fiji that we've come to expect, but yet still so difficult to defend. And Aluni Sao, she knows her way to the try zone.
Aluni Sao continuing her try scoring form from this afternoon. There's the conversion off the post and no good, so 5 points to nil. Fiji strike first in the 5th place playoff.
The battle of no structure versus structure for Fiji versus Canada. We come to know and love this wild style of rugby that Fiji offer.
Let's see if they can keep it going. High hanging ball. Brianne Nicholas underneath to Olivia App. Just beaten for pace there by the try scorer, Aluni Sao. Nice offload to the left-hand side. Naimasi, what an opening day she had, into the hands of Nangothi. Nangothi against Dekouvreur. Nangothi is going to get there. Fiji scored her 2nd try in a matter of seconds, and they have taken control of this 5th place playoff.
Nangothi with a bit of deception, a brilliant bit of footwork. Dekouvreur no slouch. However, she cannot catch Nangothi, getting that 2nd try for Fiji and the flying Fijians here in this 5th place final.
They are flying, and it's pretty ominous for Canada now, conceding twice in quick succession here. Can they add the extra 2 points? It's going to go right and wide, so 10 points to nil. It's a 2-score game. Plenty of happy Fiji fans with the flag, as you can see at the Cape Town Stadium. They lead 2 tries to nil.
Canada need to make their one-up tackles, get the Fijians to deck early so they don't have that opportunity to offload the ball to their support players.
Decent take underneath the high ball from LaVale. Driven backwards though. Look at the power from Fiji, and Donu just shoving her back over. Managed to lose the ball. Fiji mean business here. Again, a one-on-one with Nangothi and Dekouvreur. She beat her the last time, standing her up. Oh, that's almost away. Dekouvreur really struggling to deal with the power and pace. And Nangothi, and through they go. Another one, Naimasi this time, gets the ball down. Incredible, Fiji just dominating.
Naimasi, Fiji sharing the love with the try scoring, but again, so good. Nangothi on the edge. Dekouvreur just barely able to get her down, but again, the support from Fiji, the big left-handed fend from Naimasi, and then she has the pace and the strength to get into that try zone.
Yeah, brilliant run from Naimasi, but Canada just look shell-shook at the moment. They just cannot get their hands on that ball.
Restart's such a huge factor. Fiji sending them high and competing. Canada need to maintain these.
Olivia Apt, again, struggling. Nobody wants to put a name on it, but Fiji rising high. Donu claiming the ball and winning the penalty. This is just a procession at the moment. A quick tap from Davua, and she's trying to go all the way on her own. Two Canadian defenders to bring it down, delaying the pass again, and the offloading game. Fijiana, unstoppable in this form, trying to get the ball to the outside, picked off the ground by Taburu. Little show with the ball. Aluni Sao skipping past Vancouver, still going. Pass back towards Nangasao. Looping ball on the outside, race for the line here. Where's that going to finish up? It's Donu! Another one for Fiji. This is a rout.
Donu in for a try. It is 4 tries for Fiji, 4 different try scores, and it is the captain with the vision. She sees her teammate out there. Brienne Nichols just not low, not powerful enough to bring Donu down, and she is in. What a match so far for Fiji. How can Canada stop them?
They are just racking up the tries like they're going out of fashion here at the moment, and no conversions. Will this be the first one? The flag stays down. So there you go, 4 tries. Who needs conversions when you're able to score tries like that in the first half?
Scoring tries off of these restarts, and it was Donu who started that, gaining that ball in the air. We love to see it, that aerial battle. And Canada, they need to go up, put a name on it, put your body on the line to try and get that ball back for your team.
Ball snapped back, it came back as well. Wow, Alunisau is going to be in, no one's going to touch her. This is going to be a 5th try. Alunisau with her 2nd. What can you say? This is an annihilation now.
Alunisau with another try for Fiji. Again, we talked about the aerial battle. Brienne Nichols does her best to get up, however, not good enough. And Alunisau, the bounce of the ball, and she is too quick to be stopped, and she's under the post for her 2nd.
Surely this one goes over. We have a conversion, 27 points to 0. Still 30 seconds to go. I mean, what can you say? Halftime team talk at Canada. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop this.
Catch the ball. They need to change their tactic here, potentially pod to get up and maintain one of these high balls.
Shaikan Hadi looking on, I'm sure very bemused by what he's seeing so far. Again, just all too easy, and look at the offload slipping away. It's a hat-trick. Alunisau with a hat-trick in the 5th place final, and Canada are dead and buried before halftime.
32 points to 0. What a half of rugby we are seeing being played here by Fiji. Unreal restarts and just incredible work by the co-captain, then Alunisau, ever present on the pitch for Fijiana, getting another try. Look at that take. She bounces off Vancouver, gets the arms free, and again, just one little offload and another try for Fiji.
So here we go, half-time. Canada 0, Fijiana, if you can believe it, 34.
James Rodwell, I'm sure there's a lot of emotion floating around in your team. What did you just say to your women about the effort, the heart, everything they've shown on this roller coaster season?
Oh yeah, that's what it's been, right? I just said thank you, right? Like we talked about leaving the shirt in a good place for whoever picks it up for when England next play, either in the World Cup, Commonwealth Games, or whenever it is. And I'm really proud of the girls' efforts this weekend. Like, they showed real heart, determination. Obviously, we came out on the wrong end of a few results, but that's the game of sevens, and that's why we love it, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Where do you think some of these women can go? The future, obviously, Great Britain, and where they can take the game?
That's it. The world, it's a cliche, but the world is for theirs, right? Wherever they want to go, it's up to them. Okay, if they've got the dreams to go to where they want to be, they know what they've got to do. We had 7 players out there playing in their first season on this stage, and what a place, like the World Cup here in South Africa. The noise has been fantastic, the crowd's amazing, and it's only going to lead to them to have those experiences to get better and better.
Well, there you go, James Rodwell speaking to Ricky Swanell, the departing England coach, and Team GB takes over now, both the men's and the women's series. So Rugby Sevens, I guess, as we know it as far as England is concerned, is no more. Right, second half to go then. Canada, I wouldn't have blamed them if they stayed in the dressing room not to come out with the second half. It was such a rout, but they've got to go and put their best foot forward here and try and get some possession on the boards. Fiji have just dominated, and look, they've picked up where they left off, just claiming the restart. Nothing Canada can do. The tackle attempt there from Florence Simmons, and Fiji have possession once again. This is Taburu. Look at the straight line and the beautiful offloading rugby. When Fiji tails are up, there is just no stopping them in this kind of form. Queuing up on the left-hand side now. Canada trying to make those first-time tackles, but to no avail. That one came forward. Did it come off a knee? Referee's playing advantage anyway, so chance to try and get Canada some possession. Here's Bermudez.
No advantage, always under pressure, coming back to the knock-on.
Went forward, no advantage coming. Scrum to Canada.
Potentially the first time Canada have truly had the ball, an opportunity here. We haven't seen Fiji's defense tested. We've seen them deliver on attack. Now can they deliver on defense?
Fancy Bermudez with number 10 on her back. There you go, 21 carries versus just 2. 4 line breaks versus none. I mean, look, we don't need the try scoring to tell you the tale of the tape here. It's a one-sided. If this was a boxing contest, they'd have stopped the fight.
We see the captain, Brianne Nichols, there coming off the pitch. She's been instrumental for them all weekend.
Time's back on. Crouch. Bind. Set.
There's the strike from the scrum. Penalty to Canada. Waiting for the quick tap and go. Trying to get some momentum going here. Here's Piper Logan. Logan with the pass on the outside. And we know how quick the Awardley is, I should say, but she's running out of room. And that far side intercepted on a plate there for Taburu. Looking to keep it alive. Now Fiji's turn to try and counter-attack. Where's that ball?
Backwards.
Going backwards. Lunisau, the hat-trick hero. It's a chip and chase here. Canada going to have to get back. Can they get back in time? Just about. There for Olivia App. It goes to Bermudez. 15 across is Logan. Buisa back on her feet anyway, none the worse for that. With Fiji
offside,
have a hand in it. Canada are offside.
Canada getting caught trying to play that offload style that Fiji do. Whenever you come against them, whether it's a World Cup or on the series, you always find yourself playing that offload game like they do. However, no one does it quite like them, and they turn the ball over. Penalty to Fiji.
Here's the tap. Lunisau. Switching play, went backwards, says the referee. Looking for support here from somewhere. Again, wasn't touched and it went backwards, so continued to play on. There's Barry. No switch in the midfield. Fiji waiting for a gap to appear. Lunisau just pops one up, but unfortunately for her, Taburu wasn't on the same wavelength. Advantage for a knock-on against Canada.
Advantage is over.
Can they take advantage of that? Still trying to offload the ball. Once again, it's Barry. Well inside the Canadian 22, looking for another try here. Again, keeping the ball alive, out to Nangothi. Where's the little step? Oh, cheeky as you like. It is another try, and I think it's Taburu who's going to come up with the ball.
Fijiana cannot be stopped. Fans are on their feet waving the Fijian flag, and it was just offload after offload, and then the deadly hitch kick does live apps, causes the hesitation. Wardley too little too late with the tackle, and Fiji is in again.
Well, it'll be a long time before Canada forget this one. A certain Gareth Rees is looking pretty pale beside me here in the commentary box. But nonetheless, we've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds still to play.
Canada setting up to receive. You have Pambuisa. She's such a strong aerialist for Canada. They need her here to step up.
Another aerial ball, another one not dealt with by Canada, and back onto the Fiji side, taken by Riwai. Out it goes to Nangothi. Just drifting slightly, but tackle still has to be made. There's a 2-on-1 overlap here. If Alunisau can find a teammate, she does so. Buisa trying to make the tackle. Still with Fiji. This is Tinai. Trying to get the ball out to the outside. Nice hands from Bulecki. Still there and still alive. Back to Bulecki. Dragged down by Wardley. Fiji trying to move it now to the right-hand side where they have a bit of room, and there are numbers. Just over 2 minutes to play. 41-0. Little dummy again from Nangothi. Nangothi needs a bit of help. Offloads the ball. Back it goes. Sitting pass, if you like, from Riwai. The chip and chase. Was that an illegal tackle?
Play on.
Referee says play on. App gets it away to Simmons. Canada going to have to go length of the pitch. They have a penalty. Olivia App takes it quickly. The grubber kick through, but nobody was with her. Well, I think it's Buisa who's after the ball. Fiji back there. There's two of them. We should be able to gather this one. Little dummy again from Tinai. Well, Canada not even bothering to run at the moment. They're just exhausted. Out it goes to Bulecki, and Bulecki, Canada have nothing left to give.
Fijiana cannot be stopped. Bulecki getting her name on the try scoring sheet. 46 points to 0. What I love about Fiji is how calm and collected they are, but when Bulecki decides to go, she backs herself. Look at that stride. Canada just nowhere near.
Oh, there you go. A real baptism of fire for some of the younger players in the Canadian team. But look, it is just one game. It's the end of a long tournament here in Cape Town. You know, they're young enough, they're fit enough, and they're talented enough to put this behind them when the series starts again in a couple of weeks, or in a few weeks' time, I should say. A well-earned break after this one. But Fiji, just unplayable today for them.
Fijiana looking unstoppable, playing some of the best rugby I've seen them play in recent times.
Well, this will be Fiji's best finish at a Sevens Rugby World Cup. 9th in 2013, 11th in 2018. They're going to finish in 5th place
No
here
advantage,
in Cape
always
Town.
going backwards. Knock on.
They're going to have one last throw of the dice. They're enjoying themselves out there.
Knock on.
Little knock on again from Canada here on the restarts. Fijiana's restarts have proved so threatening, and they will be their scrum. One last opportunity to put some points on the board and get the crowd excited at Cape Town.
Coach. Bind. Set. Let's stand back up. It's just a slip. It's just a slip. Let's move this way. Let's move this way.
Just a bit of slippy ground underfoot. The Mexican wave goes around the Cape Town Stadium.
Coach. Bind. Set. Bind the ball, behind the ball.
The feed to the scrum. One last chance for Fiji. Nangothi wants to do it all on her own. Gets the pass away eventually. Out it goes. Little dummy, and up the middle. It's going to be finishing with a try. Fiji starting, finishing as they started. Donu touches down, and that completes the Canadian nightmare.
Breaking the half-century mark, Fijiana absolutely flying. The center, Donu, steps off the right, spies that gap as the Canadians drift across the little loop coming from behind, deceiving that Canadian defense, and one final try for Fiji.
Well, there you go, that conversion, a record score for Fiji against Canada. 53 points not out, almost a cricket score, and Fiji will finish in 5th place overall. Let's go down to the sideline. Ricky Swinnell is waiting.
Biniana, congratulations on a great performance. What a way to finish your best ever World Cup for Fiji. How much has this team grown and improved over the last year?
First of all, I'd like to thank the Lord for the great win today. We've been going through a lot, but today this has lifted us up. We're so thankful for the game today. Whatever we did because of the nation and our families back at home.
How proud are you of the performance to enjoy and relish the stadium playing out here as well?
This is so amazing seeing the crowd, but we're so thankful and grateful to be here.
And please quickly do send a message back home to everyone in Fiji watching and supporting you.
Thank you.